give that one a shot. Uh-oh. And there we go. So that didn't stick around like I wanted to. Let me make a cosmetic change here. I don't like that. I wanted that to be there much longer than it was. So you guys are seeing some behind the scenes on the YouTube stream itself. There we go. Put that one in there. And hit OK. Now I don't know what it looks like. Oh, geez. Why does that say no signal?
That's me.
Oh, okay. Alex, don't be messing with my head like that. I've had a long day.
See,
Man.
that's it. That's it right there.
Okay. Now let's go put that over there. Bring the zoom up over here.
And it looks like that on the inside.
Did you know Albert Einstein once said the second best idea after the theory of relativity was soft boiling an egg at the same time? Now, how has that got anything to do with Australia?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I'm just telling you what it is, showing you what it is.
Oh, I like that much better. I like the thumbnail. That stands out. That's cool. Now let's go see what this looks like. I like that much better. I like the thumbnail. Oh, come on, Ken. Mute the stream. What this looks like. There we go. But that's got the zoom. I don't want the zoom. And Tony's joined us and says the audio and video is all good. So I've got to go over here because that's not what I want. I want this to be. Oh, I can't do that. That's terrible. Nah, I forgot. I put a picture in there. You guys will see it here in just a second. I put a picture in, but I forgot to adjust it accordingly. So I'm going to go with that. That looks pretty cool. And there we go. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. So you guys need to go to YouTube to see that, or you might talk me into sharing my screen. I mean, you know, I never like to share my screen. Please. Oh, come on, Catherine. That was funny.
So far, I have not found your YouTube.
Did she say something?
I love your picture now. The way your webcam looks now that you're using your iPhone again.
Yeah, this one, is that working up there? Or no, wait a minute. What's going on? Yeah, that's working. Oh, wow. How bad is that delay? Didn't check the delay. Tony, can I get a delay check from you, please? Yeah, I like this much better, Alex. Honestly, I may figure out a way to get her phone in here. When that's going to be a problem because she likes to play games on her phone when she's home. But if I get her phone in here, I won't have to worry about bad cameras. I'll have great cameras. So anyway,
would you rather use the phones because you already have them, or would you rather would you rather just go to the store, go on Amazon, and just buy a couple of Logitech C920s or something?
Welcome back, Jeff.
Good supper?
It was really good. She made some kind of... I'll answer that question in just a second, Alex. I promise you I'll answer that. She made some kind of a soup that had a pineapple, potatoes, onions, garlic, tomato, one other vegetable of sorts, and pork, and it was really good.
The rest of that sounds good, but I don't know about the pineapple.
The pineapple is what made it really good, actually. Oh, Catherine found... Oh, good. Catherine found my YouTube stream. Yay. Yeah, it says... Yeah, Tony says 5. Do I, Catherine?
Was just...
I found it.
Okay.
I found it.
Thank you. Could you subscribe, please? It would mean so much to me.
I'm already subscribed to your YouTube channel.
This is going to be a short stream because my jokes are not going over at all.
But I can unsubscribe and resubscribe if you like.
Ooh.
If it makes you happier.
Nah, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, but I appreciate... Oh, wait a minute. I appreciate the thought. I just realized
y'all have multiple accounts, please subscribe to my YouTube channel with those other accounts so I can get it to 50.
Okay.
eventually.
To answer Alex's question, do I want to continue using the iPhone? Oh, Tony Wall just subscribed to my account. Thank you, Tony. I'm 50-50, Alex.
But I like the video. I like your YouTube video, Ken.
Okay. May I ask which one? I've only done about 700 so far.
Ken
And that's not a
start
joke. Huh?
Can start live our day after Christmas.
Oh, when I was at my mom's house. Oh, thank you. I was doing that because someone didn't think I was actually me, and I just wanted to show them it was, and then I forgot. If you guys don't get the notification, you're not going to see it. It goes to private. I got to get home, go to YouTube Studio, make it public, and I'm talking with my hands just like I got on someone last night. So anyway, I'm 50-50, Alex. I want to get a 920. I really do, but I really like this camera. It's awesome.
Oh, I really like the camera too. As a matter of fact, I think if I look close enough, which I'm not that big into the, image quality and all that, but I think it may be better than my C920.
I'm not sure. I do know it's better than a C170. The problem is if someone texts me right now and I go get it, I will disappear. So what happens is, I'll see if I can show this over there on the YouTube stream. So someone texts me, I have to scroll up. Oh, this is hard to do. And I get back to this screen. And then one of Catherine's cats comes up, which causes a problem. And then I have to go get the text, answer the text. But the cool thing is, once I answer the text, I just have to literally tap back on here. Oh, dog. Oh, really? Thanks, Tony. See, right on cue. Tony and I practiced this, by the way. You guys thought I went to dinner, but we got behind the scenes. So once I'm done, I slide up, scroll back over to the iRun icon, or iRun, or whatever it is, and it will automatically not come. There it comes. Comes right back up. I love that. I really do. It is so awesome. Obviously, the C920 will be a static permanent camera, which I may use it for the YouTube stream. I don't know. I could probably go get her camera. I could probably go dig out another cord and hook it up if her phone supports it. But there's no need.
Or if you just had an old phone, if you had an old phone laying around that you could just leave permanently plugged in and charging, you could use that as a...
Right, I don't. I mean, yeah, I've got an old phone somewhere, but it's really old. I mean, Alexander Graham Bell himself designed it, so it's pretty old. Now, what I might do, boy, you guys are tough tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to do from this point forward, when a joke's coming up, I'm going to get my piece of paper up, and it's going to say, joke alert, joke alert. So I could hook up my tablet, I think, and use the camera from it. I don't know. I might look into that. I don't know what the quality of this camera is like at all. So we'll see.
Is that an Amazon Kindle?
It's an Amazon Fire tablet.
I believe those cameras, my grandma also has one. I think those cameras are like, those front-facing cameras are like 720p.
Well, that was better than Doug's stream yesterday, so I'm already winning.
When you get the joke alert, I'm ready.
Oh, we got competition tonight, folks. Go ahead. Let's see hold up your signs. And Robert says his 12-hour shifts have begun. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Yes.
I feel bad for Robert having to work on the Christmas.
Yeah, we've all done it though. I mean, all of us in the military, I pretty much can guarantee you, we all worked at least one Christmas in our careers.
Yep.
If not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
Yep.
But if I had a job right now, and I had my boss told me I had to work Christmas, I would. With all that's been going on lately, I would probably do it just because they don't want nothing else for one of them.
I have worked in my career about 35 Christmases and New Year's.
Wow.
Oh,
And he wasn't even in the military. Doggone it, Gary.
oh,
I didn't mind, but yeah, because that's when updates happen, 3-4 day holidays. And then you got to bring people into
Hey,
test.
thanks, Chris. Chris just made a comment about the HP laptop. I'm trying to get the model number. Not to interrupt Gary, I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I'm trying to get the model number so we can kind of look it up. I'm new to this bio stuff and shutting things off, so I know you guys are disappointed. You had such high
I was
hopes.
so busy I always found something to do at college that I think I did updates on our college computers once or twice, maybe. I did updates on all of them all at the same time, remotely from sitting at the house. And after I did that one time, I said I got so busy doing other things that they never got updated again.
Okay, I got a question for the panel.
We're
I
closing
think.
question.
It has. We are, aren't we? Okay. All
I've had
those,
a
all
lot of
those in favor of opening the panel for questioning, say aye.
Aye.
Wait,
No.
wait a minute.
All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Nay, nay.
Nay, 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 nay. So, how many people know a professional student?
Years ago, but
years ago, yeah.
You don't know any now? You do know, I mean, I know Gary and Jeff know what a professional student is. Alex is pondering it right now.
Can you enlighten me on,
somebody
could,
goes to
sure.
forever.
like, was I a professional? Was I a
No, you're not. A
How
professional.
long did you go? I was a semi-professional student. I came back from the Army and went to graduate school for 7 years.
Nothing wrong with that. But you finally finished, right?
So a professional student is somebody that graduates and goes to the Army or goes to the Navy or whatever.
Keeps going to school.
Keeps going to school.
In the school.
My sister is a professional student. I kid you not. She would take basket weaving if she thought it would give her a college degree. I've never known someone that is so enamored, I guess might be the word, about going to school. I
It's
mean,
not that I don't want to be a professional student. I want to be a professional. I wouldn't mind it, just as long as I wouldn't have to take calculus or physics or biology or chemistry or.
You can be a professional student in any area.
Yep.
It isn't dependent on the area.
Just means you keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
basket weaving, Alex. Basket weaving. There's no calculus. Well, there might be nowadays.
Telling me that's
No,
what my
women's
mom was
studies.
trying to get me to do when I first started, and it's like I really don't want to. I mean, I would like to graduate, get a job, which I thought I was going to get 2 or 3 months after I graduated, and here it is, almost January, almost my birthday of next year, and I still have no job.
You have an associate's degree in what exactly?
Computer information systems is the actual.
All right. What kind of math did you have to take to finish that associate's degree?
College algebra,
Okay. Makes
which I
sense.
finished with a B. I actually had to take both remedial math classes and college algebra, and it took me all of 3 years because I was in basic math all through high school and never did do any algebra.
Okay. Yeah, but you got it done, which is what counts.
Right. I got to see something here.
And I ended up, when it was all said and done, I ended up with the B in all 3 of those classes because I had to take like basic, intermediate, and then college.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I had to end up with the B in all 3 classes.
Jeff, I'm just teasing you, but I bet you took 1 or 2 math classes.
Yeah, I don't remember how many semester hours of math I have, but it's more applied math. It wasn't theoretical stuff.
No, but it took at
Being
least
an
1.
engineer, you had to take a
Right.
little math. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
so
uh,
where's the doggone
math.
thing to raise your hand at in this thing?
Like
It's
this.
down at the bottom, down at the
Greg.
down at the bottom right hand side, right next to the record button where it says reactions. If you click on that, there's a little button that says raise hand,
Oh yeah, I see it.
and you got wave and thumbs up and lots of laughs, and wow and a heart.
I took 8th grade math.
I went to the Jethro School of Math myself, and I learned how to cipher.
In the cement pond.
Yes, I did. So
There you go.
I got it. I got the thing solved just in case that little icon ever goes away, because my stuff seems to disappear.
Question.
There you go. Yo, go ahead, Catherine. You have a question?
We've got
No?
an answer.
I think she was reading.
I know she was.
Yeah.
Made
You
me
going to
forget
do one
my
of the
oh,
vet things? You going to do one of the vet things again soon, or is that kind of on hold right now?
It's on hold, but I want to get one doing. I've got to really find that appeal or carrot or whatever it is.
Yeah.
To
Well, the reason that came to mind on the day that you did the real short one, was that the day before? Was that Christmas Eve or whatever?
no, it's been about a week since I've done one.
No, I meant your short.
Oh, my short
right.
one? You probably will. Yeah, I did 2 of them. I did one in the
Yeah, it
morning,
was-
one at night.
Yeah, it was right about that time. That day, I got a notice that a friend of mine, it was actually a guy in my wife's high school class that I became friends with at reunions and through Facebook and all that. He was a Vietnam Marine, and he had a stroke and died the day before that.
Yeah,
So
I seen your Facebook page on that.
yeah,
So here's
it was-
I'll wait for Alex to come back. I want to throw a question out there for the panel. You guys don't mind being called a panel, do you?
No?
Okay.
Are these going to be multiple choice or
No, this is a math.
yes or no?
Yes, sure.
No.
A.
I got to make another sign that says yes and one that says
What says
no.
no? Yeah. You know, I see where this is going. Before we get way down the road here, we seriously are going to be going, instead of talking, we're going to go on. And then someone's going to go, answer. And then someone's going to say something smart. Okay, so Alex and Greg and Jeff and Gary and Catherine, without using a calculator, you can use pen and paper. I would like you to answer the following math question. What is 3 plus 2 times 0 minus 5?
0.
-5.
-2.
I'm waiting for Catherine and Alex to answer.
Can you
It also
repeat,
depends if
please?
you go to algebraic or
3 plus 2,
Times
What?
0 minus 5.
0.
Depends where your parentheses go, if you have parentheses.
You
If
do
it's
actually have
right-
parentheses implied, but it does not matter. But
Yeah,
I'll
you-
wait for Alex to answer.
I did
What was it?
Zero.
I didn't hear. Huh?
0.
Nope. Now, those of you that have calculators that can do this, do it on your calculator and then tell me what the answer is.
depends on the calculator.
No. My iPhone came up with the answer in both scientific and regular calculator. You'll never
Well, it means
believe what
whether
the
it's
answer is.
algebraic notation or RPN notation.
Well, you
Right.
guys all
Gary's
remember the PEMADS from school, correct?
Right.
No.
I mean, order of operations from programming is what I do things by.
Yeah, that's basically the same. Parentheses, exponents, addition, subtraction, or multiplication. Parentheses, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. I
Hey,
can't remember what the last one
if I
is.
do it on my calculator on the computer, I get -5.
And that's wrong. So I'll explain it to you, okay? 3 plus 2 is,
5.
5.
5.
well, then that would be -5. Because 5 times 0 is,
0.
right?
0.
And 0 minus 5 is
Minus
Negative
5.
-5. But the calculator came up with -3. Both ways I
That's-
did it.
That's right. If you don't have parentheses explicitly stated, the multiplication goes first. So 2 times 0 is 0.
0.
So 3 plus 0 is 3 minus 5
Right.
is minus
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you,
So
Jeff.
it's-
If you have parentheses specified, then that changes stuff.
It changes it to minus 5.
Not one.
Does it not?
That's why I said the calculator, or you know.
Well, if there's parentheses around the 3 plus 2, that would be 5. 5 times 0 would be 0.
Right.
Then the answer would be negative 5. Yeah.
Right. And if you just order of operations, is what I did.
But
Yeah,
if
the
you do it, I mean,
multiplication
if you
comes
had-
first.
If you had this problem right now, if you had this problem at college
Right.
right now, or at school right now on a piece of paper, they would put the parentheses there if they wanted you to solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may or may not, but you can. I mean, multiplication is going to be first unless there's parentheses, and Jeff is correct. 2 times 0 is 0. 3 plus 0, or however you explain it.
Right, it's 3.
It's 3, and then 3
3
minus 5 is
minus 2.
or minus 2.
Actually, I got a question.
Okay.
Why wouldn't?
Oh, wait, hold your sign up.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
We don't use that in military communications. We just hit the send button.
No, actually, we use this, Greg.
Semaphore.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Gary, go ahead.
Serious question. I'm thinking this in my head, and I don't know why I'm thinking it today. How about 5 or 0 minus times minus 5?
0 times what?
Minus 5.
So 0 times negative 5?
0.
Yeah. Exactly. Then go back and do the plus 3 plus 5. 3 plus.
Well, I would have to write that down. Let me get prepared. It was a serious question, so hold on. Here comes a serious answer.
You know, they discontinued the signalman rate in the Navy.
Do what?
They discontinued the signalman rate.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, they did away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then sometime when somebody's on a ship and all the electronics go to crap.
So here's one I never learned, and
They'll use their cell phone.
I'm not sure why, and I bet Jeff and Greg know. Dot dot dash 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 dot 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 dash 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 dot 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 dot.
SOS.
Never learned Morse code completely.
I didn't either. Did not either. Anyone learn Morse code?
Use the keyboard. It converts it.
Oh, there you go.
When I went in, when I was drafted into the Army, when we got to the reception station at Fort Leonard Wood, they put us through some tests. And interestingly, one of them was they had us practice Morse code for like an hour and then gave us a short exam over it.
They could have gave me a week and I would have failed that exam. So, Gary, I've got a serious question. Can you repeat your math equation for me, please?
What do you mean, the one you did?
No, the one you suggested. I want to write it down. I want to do it.
Okay, we did. Write down yours. 3 plus 2 times 0 minus 5.
Got it.
Now you did, or we originally did order, or I did order of operations. Now normally, or not normally, you do multiplication, division, plus and minus. No, go back and you do all the higher functions like square root.
Yep. Jeff and I got it written down. We're waiting for the new one, the caveat, if you will, the little
Well,
monkey wrench in plans.
Okay, let's look at it this way though. Okay, 3 plus 2 times 0. How about 2 times 0 plus 3 minus 5?
2 times
I'll
0
do-
plus
Let him
3 minus
confuse
5,
himself
same
one
thing.
more time. So if you put the brackets around 3 plus 2 and make that the first order of operation, then you're going to
Or
have
just-
5 times 0, which is still 0, minus 5, which is still minus 5.
Oh, yeah.
Still don't get me a job at Walmart.
Well, you know how you get that job at Walmart? You just got to practice, welcome to Walmart, and clean up
You
aisle
got-
5.
You got to lift 55-pound bags.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
Which
So, Catherine, have we bored you yet?
I'm not bored. I'm dyslexic.
Well, I did it scientific on the calculator and it came up with -2 for you guys.
I would not.
I did mine here. Let me do
Yeah,
mine on my
that's
calculator.
-2.
On the
I
scientific?
do not even know how to put it in the calculator. That's my issue.
Well, okay, so let me do this. Hang on one
I'm like,
second.
it comes to math, I'm like, stupid. You understand? I needed 2 years for 3 easy formulas that anybody here could probably learn within an hour. Yes, I needed 2 freaking years for it. So stupid.
And
I didn't need to know
Hey,
that
Jeff, we could
calculus
do
to
our
get
P.
into the Army or the Navy.
Okay, so
we could do RP on reverse Polish notation if you wanted to.
you guys can see
What I had with
minus
an
3,
HP
right?
calculator way back in the day.
So this is on
Now,
my
would it be
iPhone. You
42
see
or 48.
Kind of
minus
45.
minus
I
3.
missed both of them.
Although I've got a calculator app on my smartphone that it can be set either way.
So is that coming
so what
through?
Did it was scientific -2.
You guys seeing my iPhone?
-3. So what?
It's just not working.
That's
You guys see
weird.
me?
We both did scientific and got a different number.
Am I muted? Oh, wait a minute.
I get -2.
Right, that's what I got when I did scientific.
No wonder you couldn't hear me. I forgot to change the doggone audit. Can you guys see my calculator?
Yeah, -3.
Minus 3.
Okay, so I'll try to do this so you guys can see it. So I'm going to clear it. So I'm going to take
Keith,
3.
Why don't you just hook up your phone and share it via Zoom?
Maybe
Please
screen
notice.
share, it's easier in the Windows calculator, no?
Yeah, but
I
he's
haven't
showing
tried
the-
it on that yet, but so I got 3 plus 2
All right, 5.
is, well, and
Times.
now you don't hit any equal sign yet. You hit times 0 minus 5 equals, oh, it is -2. How the hell did he come up with -3 last night? Hey Siri,
I fingered it.
what is 3 plus 2 times 0 minus 5?
3 plus 2 times 0 minus 5 is -2.
No. Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
why last night you tell me -3? You made me
I'm
look
not sure I
stupid to my panel. Siri, go find a new home. I'm sure
Does
I
not
don't
compute.
understand. Alex, I probably could, but I just now I got to go back and do this.
Let me ask my Google, see what it says. What's the question?
But
again?
that 3 plus 2,
Just say the HEY and then say it.
HEY. What?
Hey,
Hey,
Oh,
Hey GOOGLE.
hey, Google.
But say it loud enough so we can hear.
okay. Hang on.
Hey, Google.
Hang on. I know what he. I know what.
hey, Google.
So
What
the
is
right
3 plus 2 times 0 minus 5? Nope, it just wants me to order pizza.
It's -$20.
What is 3 plus 2?
Is that Olivia?
No, that's my grandson, Caleb.
Oh, okay.
Times 0 minus 5 is -2.
It says -2.
Well, how in the world did it come up? I have to be good because now are you guys seeing me down here on
Neither
Zoom?
two is the way it's.
Let me see. Zoom.
Are you embarrassed enough yet, Ken?
Nope. I'm not, but I get to call my little
That's
sister and
when we
say,
go to calculus.
you're wrong. Which I love that. All right. Why is this not going through over here? Hang on. I don't understand.
I guess
properties.
the answer is -2.
C170. Activate. There we go. Yeah, but it came up as -3 earlier, and it came up. I mean, I did it
Hey,
both
Ken.
ways on the calculator, both calculators. I mean, it's crazy. Not a big deal.
He's got himself muted.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, I did.
Why is Ken muted?
I don't know because I think I accidentally muted myself. Hang on.
He's still muted. He's silly and doesn't know it.
We can't hear you.
I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why it
just
did that. When it muted me when I went over to put the C170 back on the YouTube stream for some reason. That's weird.
You know, Zoom is smart enough. So if you mute yourself, Zoom is smart enough to know that when you're talking, if you mute yourself and you start talking, Zoom is smart enough to tell you that you're muted.
Really? How does it tell you you're muted if you're muted?
Because it can pick up your microphone that you're talking loud enough for your microphone to pick it up. But if you mute yourself in Zoom, it tells you, and you start talking and don't realize you're muted. It tells you that you're.
Hey Google, am I muted? Oh yeah, it says you're muted. Press Alt-A to unmute yourself. Yeah, that's been a standard thing from day one. Yes.
Did you celebrate Boxing Day today?
Huh? Did I celebrate Unboxing Day today?
Yeah.
No, we actually had 3 more gifts to open up here at home when we got home for each other.
Boxing Day is the day you give your servants up.
You do what?
You give your servants up.
Servants up?
OFF.
Oh. Yeah, I took the day off.
Because they helped clean up with Christmas and everything, and give them the day after.
Hey, babe, take the day off.
You want to get signed, don't you?
Sometimes. No comments. Take the day off.
What do you mean take the day off?
Just take the day off.
Any day?
Today, just take the day off.
I'm off today.
I know that.
Okay, so what's
It's Boxing Day, so you should take the day off.
all right. Okay.
I don't know why she puts up with me. I really don't.
He's not impressed.
Well, I don't know that after so many years, we had this damn, Catherine, were you spying on our conversations last night? Because we had this conversation last night, too, about we've been together so long that we no longer, I mean, I don't want this to sound like it does because I think this should continue throughout the relationship. But we no longer have to do things to impress one another, if you know what I'm saying. I think is the best way I want to put that. Because we were discussing something and Lorna said something about like would have been really applicable 15 years ago, but now it's not. And I literally tapped her on her knee. I said, it's okay, honey. We've been together now. We've been married for so long now. You don't have to impress me no more. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to impress you no more. Now, if she'd have been quick, she would have looked at me and said, you've never impressed me. But she's not, so I'm safe. And she puts up with a lot. Greg, you're muted. Jeff, you're muted. Who muted Greg? Greg muted himself. I didn't mute anybody. I would not do that. Serious. Well, I mute Alex.
Yeah, you're, as far as I know, I'm the only one that you mute.
Well, I've muted others. I honestly have.
And Doug is,
Yeah,
in his infinite wisdom, he has muted you.
Now, my question on Doug, is there a command to mute everybody at one time?
Yes, there is.
Really?
We've had this discussion. I don't know, but we've had this discussion before.
Yes.
Okay, Alex.
You can also make it so nobody can unmute themselves.
How do you do that? Oh, wait. Before you answer that, if I make it so nobody can unmute themselves, can I unmute them to unmute themselves?
Yes, you can undo the button in the participants. It's in the bottom of the.
Bulgarian food. Bulgarian pastries.
Got it. Take the day off, seriously. You need a rest.
Are you okay?
You missed a spot, huh? I know.
I will back over here. And then
That's because I'm just beautiful.
it's just looking salt and pepper.
You'll get it next time.
That looks beautiful.
Thank you. It's handsome. Guapo. Guapo. It's your word,
Yeah.
guapo.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm supposed to show you this. This is Bulgarian desserts. So I'm going to switch the camera around. And Catherine will probably know what that is.
It's baklava.
Ding, ding, ding. Chicken, chicken, winner dinner. We have a winner. Yes, it is, and it's delicious. And this
can
one,
you-
I don't know what it is, but man, it was good.
And if I could reach through the screen, it'd be taken from you.
Huh?
If I could
Okay.
reach through the screen, it'd be taken from you.
Yeah, well,
Ken,
yes, ma'am.
you and I, we should stay far away from this type of dessert because it's sugar and it's dough, and both are in the end they're carbohydrates.
Yes. Oh, I know. I had one little piece of this afternoon, which is why my blood sugar was 166 earlier today.
Yeah.
You should see
Yes,
how many.
now I know why it was 166. You should
Yeah,
not eat it, please don't.
I know why too. I mean, but I would have thought it wouldn't have been as high because of the time that passed. But
no. This is
so Catherine and I could probably have hours of discussion of diabetes because diabetes is so odd and such a weird
yes.
disease.
I have arthritis, but I have quite like a similar diet as you do because sugar and
Carbs.
my sugar, especially white sugar, and my pain will rise.
Oh yeah, yeah. Any
Like-
kind of sugars affects me.
The brown sugar, my body can somehow handle it better because it's not processed.
Right.
But white sugar, that's like toxic.
So we're gonna.
Nobody.
I'm gonna take a blood test a little early just to see because I'm curious. I'm gonna use a different finger because I've been pounding the heck out of that one. So let me do some math in my head here.
You should change your finger each day.
What's the 54 on the YouTube stream?
It's a mystery, Alex.
Can't tell you, it's classified.
Then we'd have to shoot you.
Yeah.
137. So that's good.
No, you should no.
No, it's good. I had potatoes for dinner less than an hour ago, and 137
Yeah,
after.
exactly.
Huh?
So you eat carbs, and now you put carbs on carbs on carbs. Yay! Congratulations. Oh no, it's no. You should not eat it. You should tell your wife to take this away from you.
Hey,
Take it away.
I wish she knew some Korean. Could you come here, please?
Lade no homokai.
What is
You
that?
cannot eat it.
Yes.
I'm
I
very
do you
unhappy.
real well.
I don't know when I eat it.
No. And I need an alcohol pad because I'm squirting blood everywhere.
Shit.
Don't say that word. We're on national TV here.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, she's funny.
I
I
will
like
tell
your
you one
wife.
good thing about those monitors that Robert sent me. The plugs, the video plugs are easy to get to, easier to get to than they are on my current monitor. Because the plug-ins are like hidden on my current
Catherine's
monitor.
absolutely correct. I really have to. Thank you. I really should. There's no need. I really don't have to. I just really should get a little bit better grasp over what we're currently doing. But, and I say this meaning however you guys want to take it. My doctors have told me that I can enjoy life, and I should enjoy life every once in a while. Now, that doesn't mean I have baklava at 6 and a Dairy Queen at 7 and a pecan pie at 8. It doesn't mean that.
What time do you have them?
Pardon?
What time do you have them?
Well, I had baklava about, let's see, it's 9 o'clock here, 10 o'clock in Indiana. So about 10 hours ago, I had a piece of baklava, about half the size of that one. and it shot my blood sugar up to 166 because I hadn't eaten anything all day. Now I just had the soup and a hamburger, and the hamburger had mayonnaise and cheese on it, and the soup had potatoes and whatever all that other stuff was, which is carbs.
Yeah.
But an hour, it's 8:44, so 1 hour 44 minutes ago, I ate that, and for my blood sugar to be 137 right now, it's good. Now, in another hour and a half, I'll take it again, and as long as it's dropped, we're all good. What I can't do, though, and it would be so easy to do, is, oh, well, I had baklava today, and I had this today, and I had potatoes tonight, I can eat like I want to. I cannot. And I have to be aware of that, because if I do, my blood sugar will go back up, my A1C will go back up, everybody will panic, and it's just not worth it. And honestly,
No,
I don't miss the foods that I used to eat. I really don't.
good.
Send me a couple of my son's vegan burgers.
I'd try them. So you bring up a very interesting point. My daughter-in-law today says, would you like a chicken sandwich? And I said, without thinking, sure. But I forgot. It's got white bread on it. So I took the
Yeah.
bread off and I ate the chicken. Not that it was much better, but I didn't eat the bread. And she looked at me, she goes, what are you doing? I said, I can't eat the carbs in the bread. And then she was like, oh yeah, I forgot you're diabetic. And it happens. I mean, it just happens. So, Alex, I want you to do me a favor and go check and see how many subscribers you currently have.
Okay, I'll do that.
But Catherine is 100% right. I really do need to be aware of what I'm doing. And on weekends like this weekend, I'm really surprised it didn't way higher, to be honest.
So I do not want to be like
25.
boring for you. Yes, 10, but it's dangerous.
Oh, no, Catherine, and I appreciate your concern. I honestly do. Again, don't misunderstand what I'm getting ready to say, but I actually told my wife, my mom, my sister, my daughter-in-laws, and my sons today, we will enjoy a little bit of food right now, but come the 1st of January, we're going back to the rigid, strict measuring, recording diet. And that's because I have an A1C test coming up in April, and I want that A1C number to be either where it's currently sitting at 7 or 6.7 or lower. Now, if it goes lower, that's all good and well. Yay, I'm happy. I will never get rid of diabetes. The only thing I can do is control it. And there are people in this world say, oh, you got rid of your diabetes. It's impossible. It's just impossible. I used to get pissed off when people said that, but anymore I'm like, believe what you want. I know it's a disease that you can't get rid of. You know, you can control it. You can control it several ways. I cringe at my 16-year-old niece. She's type 1 diabetic. Before she eats, she has to take the thing, stick her finger, get a reading. Oh, my blood sugar is this. Take a needle, draw a dose based on that number, stick it in her stomach, and put the insulin in her body, and then enjoy dinner for every meal she eats. Okay?
Yes.
Now she's 16. Do you think she honestly does that?
No.
She doesn't.
No.
And she ended up in the hospital about 2 weeks ago because she doesn't. But she's 16,
Yeah.
and I don't want to jump on the she's 16 age bandwagon or sound like I am, but I get it. You know, at 16 I wasn't near as disciplined as I am at 62. I just didn't have I didn't have it.
Yeah.
So.
You know what my parents did? So I'm epileptic, yes. And then I thought, I was like 17, 18. I thought, because I didn't have for a very long time, I had no epileptic seizure. I thought, now I do not have to take my medication anymore. Yes. On the first day of school, I got a horrible headache. Yes. And I had an epileptic seizure where normally the truck guys hang around. Yes. So my parents, they did not turn up until 5 hours later at the hospital. Yes, because they wanted to let me hang in there. Like you think you're intelligent? No, you're not. We don't take it.
Sounds like mom and dad were trying to teach you a lesson.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Bingo, they were. Yes.
Yeah. So Alex, I show 24 subscribers. I just went and checked on from my end, and it shows 24. The 50 is by the end of this week. It is my goal to get you to 50 subscribers, so that whether you want to or not,
Oh
or
yeah.
whether you ever do.
Once you said how many subscribers, once you asked me how many subscribers I have right now, and I said 25, then I realized.
Okay.
Put two and two together and realized
Yeah.
the 50 is because you want me to be on 50.
So I'm giving myself a week. I'll see if I can do it. I like little challenges. So and
16, we all thought we were invincible.
Well,
at 16, yes, we did. Some of us
plan
did.
is for us to be back in. I hope we'll back. I hope we're able to be back in church this coming Sunday. That's what the preacher was saying, that he hopes. He sent a message to my mom, and my mom sent a message to everybody and says the preacher hopes to be back in church January 2nd.
Yeah. What Greg said is so very true. There were a lot of us that thought we were very invincible at 16.
John Mellencamp thought that way too at 40 years plus age.
Yeah.
Until he had his first heart attack.
Yeah.
That's when it opened his eyes.
He's from a little town outside of Bloomington, Indiana, and I can't think of the name of it right now. And I don't know it.
He's a Hoosier.
He is a Hoosier. That is true.
Can I go back to something technical for a second?
Sure.
You were talking about that HP laptop. What is it? The daughter-in-law has?
Right.
And you were talking about the USB ports. I would be surprised if there was anything in the BIOS on an HP laptop that let you have that fine-grained control over stuff like USB
There
ports.
is on business grade laptops, but I've never seen it on
Yeah,
any
I've never
laptop
seen
that
it on
I
business
have.
grade, Alex.
There's Olivia.
Yep.
He's gonna tell you something.
What?
You what, Gary?
I've never seen them. And I'm using Latitude, and I used EliteBook 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
I have no clue. It's her dad's business computer that was
Oh, it doesn't work?
bought or acquired by the IT guy. And I don't know who it is. I don't know anything about him. She says he's good. She says he gets mad at her because she doesn't clean her desktop off. They do have a VPN on there, which I don't quite understand, but she says she never uses it.
I don't even
have.
Dell,
You don't have kids,
No.
we had
Do-
Dell Optiplex 3050 and 3040 desktops at college, and those machines had the option to disable the USB ports, disable and enable the USB ports.
Yeah. What did Catherine say? I didn't quite catch it.
Oh, I was talking to my cat Bagheera because he's doing things.
Previously on Vice Grip Garage, a guy tried to drive this mid-engine 1969 AMC Rebel 800 miles.
An AMC Rebel 800 miles across what?
Country.
Oh, did he make it?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's
Well, I
why
don't
he
think
had
that'd
to
be a
do it.
YouTube violation if you want to play it. I mean,
No, he had it. What did he have to get, a flatbed or something?
Yeah.
so did he?
Because-
He didn't truly drive it then. He had it towed, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, flatbed. Yeah, because the engine was in the front seat.
Sounds like
I
one of
think-
Gary's challenges where he wants to go buy a car, fix it, and try to drive it home.
That's the guy that I'm looking after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes and finds a junk car and tries to drive it home. But this car had literally the engine mounted next to him.
Yeah. Burning his leg, he said.
Yep. And it was letting out CO2, so he's probably
Yeah.
a little lightheaded.
Just a tad, yeah.
Yeah, he had to buy that CO2 monitor and put it up there.
Oh, good. That was just from when the blood squirted from my finger. I thought it might have been another little scratch. That's the other thing I hate about getting old. Man, you wake up one day and you're like, where did that come from? You got scratch down your arm. Terrible. Okay, somebody bring up a topic. Anybody? Don't everybody jump at once.
Today I had a support call.
From who?
From a guy in New Zealand. I helped him to build an AMD system. Yes. He has a
AMD.
Yes. He has an X570 board. Yes. He has a 3900X. And he has 3 hard drives, mechanical hard drives. Yes.
Wow, that sounds like me.
So in 4 weeks, he will get the Samsung 980 Pro. Yes. Then he will have a fast PC for the first time he built his PC. Yes.
The only thing that bothers me about the Samsung 980 that I have is that I can't get. They say that you're supposed to. The Samsung drives are supposed to be able to get like 3,000 or 3,500 read and write. My mom's 970 gets 3,000 read and write all day long, but my 980 can't. And that
Yeah, the
bothers me.
980 doesn't work with Magician, does it?
No,
No.
or the Samsung NVMe driver. But it bothers me that my mom's 970 that's 3 years old can get 3,000, but mine only reads at 2,000, and that's only with the write caching enabled.
So let Catherine say something, and I've got a thought.
You have a 980 Pro or a 980?
A 980.
980, okay. Your 980 is not PCIe 4, it's PCIe 3. Yes?
I understand that. Well, my mom's 970 Evo is also PCIe 3, but on hers, I've got was able to install the Samsung NVMe driver and Samsung Magician and was able to get 3,500.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
But on
about what
mine,
I
I'm
get,
not able to get
3,700.
I'm only able to get 2,000.
Yeah, it should not.
So.
Yes, Ken?
Oh, go ahead. I got to figure out how I got my headset wrapped around the doggone chair leg. I about killed myself. I'll be right back.
So how come they advertise it is how come they advertise the 980 that I got is 3,500, but I'm only able to get 2,000.
And what? Okay, what?
I'm back.
You have an Intel. What chipset do you have?
At the moment, I don't know. I have a Intel NUC, a 9th generation Intel NUC.
9 chip. So.
There are more than one PCIe slot?
Yes, there's two PCIe slots.
Have you got it in the one that's ×2 instead of ×4?
I've got it. I don't know. I've looked in the BIOS, and from what I can tell, I've got it in the number one in the number 1 slot, but I don't know at the moment what.
So what is your NUC called? Is it an i5? Is it an i7? i9?
They want mine is those my particular one. This particular style of NUC comes in i5, i7, and i9, and mine is an i7.
It's an i7.
I muted you,
so,
Jeff.
So you have a 98550H or a 97?
A 9750H
Okay.
processor.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Sorry about that. My phone was left in here and it was a wrong number anyway.
You're fine. I just wanted to let you know we had muted.
No,
I
no,
had
no.
muted you.
No, I assumed you would. Sorry about
No
that.
worries.
Telemarketer.
So
Um,
how do you, while they're figuring that out real quick, what do you think of the level of the iPhone now? I actually put the two dead drives to good use and they are now propping up my camera. Is that too high, too low, about right?
It
The
could be
top
a
of your
little
head
higher.
is about at the very edge of the Zoom screen, but you're within it. So
Let
I
me
think
see if
you're
I can
good.
take care of that. How's that?
Yep,
Yeah,
That's good.
right in the middle.
Okay. So I'll sit here on this little chair that's made for midgets now, and
Yeah.
I'll look good
I'm
on
not
camera
sure.
though,
I'm
huh?
just looking at the Samsung 980 page, and it does advertise 3500/3000
Yes.
speeds.
And ever since I've had this computer set up, you know, with the 980 and all that since July. And I've only, every time I run Crystal Disk Mark with the right caching enabled in Device Manager, I'm only able to pull 2000 some odd on the read and the write, sequential read and write.
It's curious, on the page for the 980, it has download links and it has the Magician software, but I understand it doesn't work with the 980.
I tried it multiple times, hoping that they would like update their driver software or whatever.
Yep.
But every time I tried to install it, it said that the device wasn't connected, and I figured out that it wasn't. It's just not compatible.
There ought to be a way to install the driver without the Magician. If the Magician doesn't work, that doesn't seem right for Samsung to do it like that.
Yeah, you
I don't
can
think they
install the
rewrote the
driver
driver
without
for the
you don't
980
need
yet.
the musician
I was adjusting the
to
camera
install
for
the driver.
the YouTube.
But I
Sorry.
can't install. But I can install the driver. Period.
So while you guys are jogging back and forth with your jargon, can I ask? I got a question.
Okay.
Do you notice the difference in the speeds? Honestly,
No, I don't. But it just bothers the crap out of me.
I got another question.
3500 and mine only gets 2000 and it's newer. That's 3 years newer than hers.
One more, please. If someone were to have told you when you first got your hard drive, the 980, right? That's what it is?
Correct.
If someone would have told you when you got that 980, top speed for this is 1570. However, I'm going to set this up for you so yours is going to be 2280. And you checked it at 2280, you'd be happy as hell. Pardon my language. Correct?
Correct.
Live with it. I mean, honestly, I keep questioning myself because everybody's like, oh, I can get this, I can get this, I can get this. If the doggone thing's working and it's not achieving the number that you want it to, but it's working, and I say to myself, I say, Ken, and then I go, what? Stop talking to me. He never listens when I'm on a stream. If I'm not going to see a noticeable jump in things, I don't see why I need to do it. Now, go ahead, berate me. Let me have it. I'm ready for it.
I get it. I get it. It's just a number. Like Carrie says, it's just.
Okay, so I can handle this. You guys are not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever. Alex, go ahead.
I have a question for Alex. May I?
Yes, by all means. I was going to mute him.
Do you know the firmware that you have installed on your drive, Alex?
No, I do not, because I cannot install the Samsung Musician software to be able to see what the firmware is. So I don't.
Okay, but when you check the downloads there for firmware, it says Samsung SSD firmware in brackets 40, And the second driver is called NVMe SSD 980 firmware. It's an ISO file of 26 megabyte.
It's an ISO file, so how would I? It's an like an it just.
Hold on a
Any
second.
ISO file is an exe that you run.
Catherine, I'm
Yes.
interrupting, but what did you say the firmware was?
40.
I have on a drive like that hold on one second. 1 boy 4QFX number 07.
I have
And I have it
here
on 2 drives.
called ISO 2 Bravo 4 Quebec Foxtrot X-ray.
Hey, Catherine, just share your screen.
07. Okay.
That's
wait,
it. Just share your screen. You guys can share your screen. I have no qualms with that whatsoever.
And this is a Samsung SSD 980 1 terabyte, 1000.2 gigabyte.
Yeah.
So I go share screen.
Correct. And then at the
Yes.
top, it'll ask you, do you want to share a window or a screen? Pick either one, and then hit
And
share
the
in the
screen,
lower.
I say
There you go.
share.
Cool.
So now it's shared. Now
Right.
you can see. Okay, so let me here. Here it says
Right.
Samsung SSD firmware in bracket
Right.
40. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah,
And here it says NVMe SSD 980 firmware.
correct.
So, and here it says ISO 2B 4 Quebec Foxtrot X-ray 07 26 megabyte.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
So
Gary.
I think,
Oh, my ears.
Really?
what did
Oh, there goes another one.
Did I say
Okay,
something wrong?
No,
No.
you're good. No.
I'm gonna. Oh, I can't.
Gary let one slip that's going to catch me one of them
Yeah.
YouTube notifications, but that's fine. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not. But go ahead. Thank you, Catherine. You're
Yeah,
right.
Catherine? What'd you type in to pull that up? Because when I looked up Samsung 980 and search for firmware, all I'm seeing is a link to download the Samsung Magician software.
No, you have to like here you see the Samsung Magician, yes, and then you see data migration, and below the data migration is the firmware. So you have to press this when it's. So now you should see a plus, and then you open it, and then it turns into a minus.
The other thing that's curious, I'm on the advertising page at Samsung for the 980, and it says explicitly that the Magician will work with the 980, but I've heard that does not actually happen.
Yeah, maybe the latest version. Which version did you try, Alex?
I'm downloading the latest version now as we're talking. See if I can install it.
Of the Magician, because you use the Magician for
Yeah, 7.01.
7.01. That's the newest one, yes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Maybe the other one you tried before was a 7.00. I have no clue, but I mean I have a Sabrent drive, so I cannot try it out because my Sabrent runs on another. Doesn't use Magician. It runs another program.
Got Robert joining us on the Zoom. Need to let him know we're still streaming. And by the way, I need to go see how long have we been streaming for. 1 hour, 4 minutes. So Robert, we are still streaming. Just thought you might want to know. After all, okay, I'll check that out, Tony. Thank you. But it's good to see you. I'm not trying to get rid of you or anything. They're all thinking. We're going to turn this into a think tank. Almost said it like I was from the South. A think tank. I know one thing we're not going to turn it into, and that's a comedy channel, because it's horrible tonight.
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
Tough crowd, tough crowd. Take my wife, please. Who was that?
You have to keep her.
Lenny
You're
Bruce?
married.
No, I was referring to the comedian. No, I'm not giving my wife away.
Oh, come on. You know, it's Rodney Dangerfield.
Before that, was it not Victor?
No.
Oh, come on. What's his
Any
name?
young men?
Checky something. There was a
And the
Victor starts with a B.
Victor Borgia.
Yeah.
sounds right.
He was the guy that played piano and did comedy.
Now, Jeff made me think of another one that I happen to thought was very funny, but a lot of people didn't. Ah, yes, my little chickadee. Ah,
Okay, Catherine.
yes.
W.C. Fields.
W.C. Fields. Oh, not a bad impression then. Hey, you got it right away.
Catherine.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Back to the tech. I'm sorry. That was our sponsor for the comedy hour. Go right ahead.
Catherine, I just downloaded the latest version of the Samsung Magician, and it did install, and it does say there's a firmware update.
Ah, great.
Do it.
Same
How it
here.
works.
Click the update.
But if you did that right now, you'll get disconnected, correct?
Click
Now,
the update.
yeah.
Unless I join from my tablet.
That is entirely your call.
The last time I did an update with Magician, it wanted me to restart Magician, but didn't have to restart the whole computer.
If I update the firmware on this drive, it's going to shut down the computer completely, and then it's going to make me
Yes, it
restart it.
will restart.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Last time I did it, Alex, I didn't have to shut down the computer. It just restarted Magician.
So I'm
Wow.
going to
Well, if
Oh,
you
it's
update the firmware, yeah, not the Magician. yeah.
It's now different, Jeff.
I'm
Because
going to
if
mute
you-
myself on the computer and
You're
join
good.
on my tablet so I can reboot the computer.
You're good.
okay. So can I stop the screen sharing or?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Or did all understand what I wanted to explain? I'm so bad at explaining. It's like horrid. I can learn things easily for myself, but when I have to explain them, it's like I'm a bad explainer. There are other people that can explain things much
That's
better.
what I
to us.
get with my 970 plus.
Yes, that sounds right. Yes. And that's the 970 plus. Yes.
Yes,
So that's an older that's PCIe 3. Yes.
yes.
So now
So, Catherine,
yes.
still here. Okay, cool. You may think you're bad at explaining, and you may feel that you're bad at explaining, but you know what? You take the time to explain to people what is going on, how to fix things, how to do things, and it makes no difference to anyone how long that takes, because you're actually doing good for people. And if people don't like that, again, Alex, if you're here listening, pardon my French, to hell with them. You're making the attempt. You're doing something that someone's going to sit on their butt and bitch about while you're taking the time to explain it to them. And you have
Yes, I
you
know.
have much respect for me for doing that.
Thank
Off
you
my
very much.
soapbox next. Go ahead,
Next,
Catherine.
what is next?
Next means someone else start talking.
Oh, I'm sorry, I talk too much.
You do. Oh my gosh. So
It's fine.
hi, good evening. My name's Ken Stout. I'm your host for the night. Tonight I've got a special guest, Catherine Hauserman. She's going to talk to us tonight. Go ahead, Catherine, talk. I'll translate when she speaks. Go ahead.
Now I find it funny. You're a funny American.
The invoice is in the mail.
Oh no. See, I'm a bit hopeless. Oh,
Did
God.
Gary leave? Did Gary sneak out on me and I didn't hear him leave? Looks like he did.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. Hope he's all right. Hey, Robert, good to see you. I know you can't speak because you're at work. Let me call you on the phone. I'll pretend to be someone in distress.
Give him some business.
Yeah, give him some business, really.
No, better not, Ken.
No,
Because,
you're right. I better not, because I'll be the one they make the
Better not.
example out of.
They've got
because,
caller ID.
because
Well, I've got Jeff's caller. I got Jeff's phone number on my caller ID. I'm good. They're gonna knock on his door.
What? No, you should not do that.
You got the right spoofing software to show my number?
No, I do not, and I'm not near that smart.
I get junk calls all the time that show local numbers, and when you answer it, it's not.
Right. In fact, I am getting ready to seriously consider going to a different carrier just because of that reason. They're all probably about the same. And I'm looking at finding a different email service because I'm getting really tired of all the junk that's in Gmail nowadays. It's horrible. And it may be just horrible on my phone. I don't know.
For your phone, do you have RoboKiller?
No, not yet.
They say that's good.
I forget. I've got one on there, but it's not functioning too good.
I use Outlook.com for email, and I don't get a lot of the junk mail there. I also have a free account at Yahoo, which I try not to use anymore. And once I dropped the paid service at Yahoo, they quit filtering the spam.
Yeah.
So it is just filled up with crap mail.
Click the button that says delete my account.
Yeah, I got 2 or 3 things that still go there. I'm gradually working through all of the old things I was subscribed to that went to Yahoo, and when I get them all killed.
My Yahoo account right now, as we are speaking, has got 129 emails in it in the regular folder. And if I go look at the spam folder, it's got, just do a Control A, doesn't tell me the total. It's got a lot, more than 129.
Atlantic Broadband does a good job of not letting spam come through. I only get about a handful.
When I lived in Aiken, South Carolina, we had Atlantic Broadband. They were sort of a regional company that bought up a bunch of smaller ones, and now they're owned by somebody in Canada, the last I knew. But that's been it's been 5 years since I lived in Aiken, so.
So I have 302, I can't write the math on that up. 329 total emails on my Yahoo account. I don't open it. There's nothing there.
Yep.
Tony. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate the subscription. I just got an email saying Tony Wallet has subscribed to my YouTube.
I'm already subscribed. What am I doing here?
Yeah, really. How did I get here?
Me too. I'm already subscribed too. It's a problem.
I haven't checked mine in a couple
It says
days.
80 subscribers. I haven't refreshed the page.
Is
Let
it
me
still
see.
80? Okay. Well, if he left and came
Yeah,
back,
just refreshed. Still says 80.
yeah, that makes sense. So I just want to get Alex to 50 so he can stream from his phone if he wants, or his tablet.
Is that what the deal is?
Exactly.
You have to have
That's all it is.
All right.
I'm not smart enough. Well, there's two things. No, I do not have the spoofing software to make your number look like my number. 1, 2, I don't have the knowledge to do that. And 3, even if I did, I wouldn't. That's just.
Well, I knew the last part.
If we were best buds from growing up, I still wouldn't. You know, even if I knew you wouldn't care and would see the ha joke in it, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't. But lately, I'm getting a lot of spam calls myself. I get a lot of junk mails. I can't complain about the price so much, but I think I'm going to change. And when I do, I'm going to upgrade my phone.
I'm using Total Wireless, and I just buy refills at Walmart.
Do you have unlimited data, text, talk, and all that? No.
I get like 6 gigabytes of data if I buy the refill at Walmart. It's 5 gigabytes if you buy the card elsewhere. But unless it's baseball season when I'm sitting at a park with my grandson playing where I'm using the data much,
right?
I don't even get close. I just don't do that much. At home, when I do something on the phone, I've got Wi-Fi, so
sure,
it doesn't count against the data.
So Alex is back, but I think he's coming back on his computer.
We just dropped somebody else?
I am.
No, Alex came back on his computer. I thought he did.
Did your firmware update?
Yes, I did. I was gonna screen share real fast and show you.
Go right ahead.
Good.
See, I've got the
great
up here, and if I could the performance, and if you can see there, it says 30 something.
Yep.
Yep. 3260.
And 2641. That's not quite 3,000, but that's pretty good.
And if I if I click on update here, I've got the latest version of it.
Yes.
And the latest version of firmware. So, hey.
Yeah, you're up to date.
Yeah, good job.
It's great they finally made Magician compatible with the 980 then.
Wonderful, because I've had it since July, and it's been bothering me since July.
Good. Now we're up to date. I'm glad I could help you.
And we've truly become a tech channel.
I'm sorry. I know.
Oh no, you guys are fine. We can talk about anything. We can talk about tech. We can talk about music. Whatever you guys want to talk about, it's fine with me. I find it's all fascinating. One, I find it's all eye-opening to me too, because what little bit of poquito knowledge I have of things is not even poquito. It's more like poquito, you know? And just to get with you guys, it's pardon?
Nano, micro, how small is it?
It's
invisible?
Poquito. Oh no, there's a little bit of a gap right there.
Oh yes.
I mean, here. Which camera am I on? I think this one. So, wait a minute. That shows money, Poquito. No, I have only Poquito right there.
You do better than my father.
Well, pretty soon we're going to be a different language speaking channel too. Oh boy, what an idea! Pardon?
Exactly. That was a different language.
Greg, do you speak any foreign languages?
Nope, I don't see the use in them getting you a job.
Jeff?
I took a lot of French way back when. I can read a tiny bit, but I don't speak it.
Alex, any foreign languages?
No.
Computer does not count. Catherine, I know you do. At least 2, maybe 3.
Yes,
maybe 4.
I have 4.
So English,
Spanish, German,
German, yeah, that was a given.
Swiss German,
And
and Spanish.
can't ask Robert.
I can speak a little Vietnamese.
Well, ordering off the menu doesn't count. I mean, you know.
No.
And he's back.
And he's back. Good to see Gary's back. So, Gary, if you can hear us, the question of the hour right now is, do you speak any foreign languages? And computer does not count.
No. No. Have I taken 2 years of foreign languages? Yes. Do I speak them? No.
Yeah, altogether.
Can I
took
put my
3
foot
years,
in my mouth then?
3 years of French, 2 in high school and 1 at college. And I never got to the point where I could actually think in French. It was always think in English and translate. And that really just doesn't cut it when you're trying to use a foreign language.
That's funny.
Well,
Go ahead, Gary.
I was just going to say, college, I didn't have to. High school, I had to take 2 years.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's funny Jeff said that, because when I was still in the Army and I was married to my Korean wife, I went to Germany, and when I was going through the week-long training, you have to learn real basic German, and I was actually thinking first in Korean, then in English, then in German. That's how much Korean I knew at that time, which is really odd. You would think it would be English to Korean to Germany, or you would think it would be, since we're in Germany, we're no longer needing to speak Korean, be English to German. But I did that the entire week. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to drive myself off the wall. But now, I mean, I can still read most of it, and I can still speak quite a bit. And if I hear it, it kind of all kicks back in. Like my son and I were rapping today in Korean, and the wives are going, huh? Now, he's got an advantage on me because he knows Bulgarian, and I know absolutely no Bulgarian whatsoever. So
Where he know that from?
His wife's Bulgarian.
Okay.
So he could be telling me that I'm the world's worst person and be going, you know, and I'm thinking he's telling me I'm the best grandpa by par, and he's really telling me I'm not. But, whew, tough crowd.
I got to go make a bite to eat. I'm going to stay, but I'm going to mute it.
That's
so
fine.
I'll be back shortly.
Do what, Gary?
Did Alex work with the upgrade?
Yes. Alex, go ahead and share your screen again. While you're doing that, I'm going to get out of this midget's chair and get some coffee. And no offense to short people.
How dare you?
Hey, Gary.
Okay. So far, so cool.
How does that happen?
I'm getting 38, 35, 80 though, but that's not, I don't care about that.
I'm not going to get up.
Well,
Where are your
just
firmware
glad
at,
I was
Alex?
able to. See, I was able to install the Samsung Musician software here.
We're going to have to adjust the cameras because that don't work. Man,
Which I wasn't able to do back in July. So
It's telling me mine failed. Yeah, I don't know why.
Uninstall the Magician and reinstall it.
Sure, why not?
That might be a good idea, Greg.
I like that. Sort of.
And
Greg,
reboot.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is this vessel behind you, the 58?
That's one of the ships I was on when I was in the Navy.
So you were on the 968 and on the 58, and
Yeah, I was on 4 ships.
oh, okay. The one is 968 and 58, and then
Then the John F. Kennedy aircraft carrier. The last one I was on before I retired was called the USS Coronado. It was a Commander Middle Eastern flagship.
oh, okay. So, yeah, because
that's awesome, Robert. That is awesome.
But
Oh, Robert posted in chat. He has 367 subscribers, all because of a John Wayne documentary I posted. It's fantastic.
I have another question, Ken. Did I miss the third part of the Beatles of this trilogy?
No, I haven't played part 3 yet. So you're good. You watched part 2, I believe, did you not?
Yes, I
Right.
watched part.
Yeah, so no. We need to set aside a time when those that want to watch it to get together on Zoom and we'll watch it, because I've seen about maybe 1/2 of 1/3 of 1/4 of it. And I mean, I know how it ends. I know, well, it honestly doesn't end the way you think it's going to end. I haven't made it to the end, but the way I thought it was going to end is at about the 1/3 of 1/2 of 1/8 of 1/32 part, so I know it don't end that way. So we'll get together and set a time apart. It's like a little over 3 hours long. Pardon?
Maybe next weekend at 3
Yeah,
o'clock?
that would probably be real good, because Lorna's got to work next weekend. So sure, we can do that. And everyone's invited that wants to watch it. I mean, you have to be a Beatles fan. You have to be a music fan. It helps.
Yes, it
You have
helps.
to wear a Beatles shirt.
I've got several. Which one should I wear? I'm as bad as Mitch. Not quite as bad as Mitch.
Yes, Mitch with his Toto shirt. Yes.
Yes. One, depending on the day of the week, he might wear a Toto shirt. Yes. I don't know. I've seen you here. What did he have on the other day? Ambrosia?
Led Zeppelin, Ambrosia.
Yeah,
Zeppelin?
Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Catherine,
Yes.
should I disable the right caching in device manager or leave it enabled?
You can disable it and do the performance test again, and then you choose the one that you like better. So you need the performance with it on. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, with it on, Samsung shows about 3,000 read.
We're almost out of what?
Yes. Just see what is
I can't.
which one is better for
I
you.
can't hear you. When you get done, come in here and tell me, because I
Because
really
it's your
can't hear you.
PC. Yes. I cannot.
Well, like Ken says, I'm not that worried about it. I'm just glad I was able to install the
Yeah,
Samsung.
finally. Yes. Finally, you update the firmware. And you have you have the 97508.
So
Is did you have
the sugar freeze out?
Yeah.
No, I don't want any creamer then. Just
I just finished
the driver, the DSA installed from Intel?
dang gone stupid clock, 9:22. No, I'm good. Just
Driver.
watch mine, yeah, because I got an hour and a half.
What are you saying? I didn't.
We're good. I'm
I
good.
didn't hear you.
If you have the driver, the DSA, the Intel DSA, the driver system installed from Intel.
Yes, I do. I do have that.
So, because sometimes it shows you have like updated chipset driver or updated.
It says all my drivers are up to date.
Yeah, that's probably because Intel they may be supported for like.
Well, it says all my drivers. It says all my drivers are up to date.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So okay, now I wanted to see.
And I don't have any yellow exclamation marks in device manager.
Okay, that's good too. Yes.
Yeah, it's
that's
always good. Yeah. Good. We got something. I love it when we get something accomplished. That's wonderful, even when it's not my system. That's good.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm always glad when I can help. It really, it makes me happy.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, it's Alex was having an issue and you guys got through it and he got it fixed and he's happy. He's got the number he wants. So that's good. I like the little shout out he gave me that I didn't have my mic on so I could kind of chuckle about it, but that felt pretty good. Thank you, Alex.
Catherine,
Yes.
did you guys download the firmware from the website, or did you just set him use Magician and get it from there?
I got the firmware from the Musician software.
Shit. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
mine won't take it.
So which version of the Magician do you have installed?
7.01.
The latest.
Robert, this is breaking intel.
Okay, the latest.
I've
And
captured Jeff Whittle.
which you have the 980 Pro
Actually,
or
my wife might send me
980?
back with y'all.
980.
I'm good with it.
980 like.
Hey, do y'all have an
like
extra
Alex
blue
was
car? I
saying.
could stay anywhere.
Yeah,
We got a
but I'm
bed.
getting 3,500,
I'm
or
staying
just
there.
over 3,500 right now.
We're
Could
gonna
be your
do a bunch of
CPU is
YouTube, and it'll probably be on Craig's, or it
That's
might be
true.
on mine. It might be on both. We
Well,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm getting too. I'm getting
Well,
about
I'll bring my
36
laptop, so we can go over
Samsung.
yours
If
as
I
well.
run the
We can go over
performance in
yours.
Samsung Magician, it shows about 3,600.
But
What a good crowd.
Mine tells me that it failed every time I try to update it.
Dreaming.
But I think I know
I
why.
don't know. I think he is. Yeah, that's Craig.
I'm laughing because I bet a dollar right.
In person.
I'm
Can't
running
believe it.
Oh, he's real.
Hey,
Windows 11.
Wow.
he's sticking his finger in my ear.
Man. You do need
It-
But it
look,
tells me that's
goes
all right.
in this way, it comes out
Says
over
Windows
there.
I
11
can
and
get you a cut if you want.
I might need one.
We do porch cuts at
that would be the
Randy's.
first thing that I've had
I
not
might
work,
need
so
one.
that would make
And I
sense.
told Lance Marauder and y'all, we're gonna bring y'all by the farm. Yeah, seafood.
Hey.
We're definitely getting them seafood.
You
John
hold
John.
it. You hold it. My arms are getting tired.
Sorry.
We can set it down
Yep.
maybe.
Share. I should have brought my dang. I got a tripod
alright.
thingy.
Okay, I'm back. Was temporarily not here. And I was listening, kind of, sort of, maybe. You guys know how difficult it is to listen to 3 different streams at one time?
Yeah, that's
Especially
impossible.
when you only got 2 ears.
And one of those of mine don't work right.
How come?
How come one?
Doesn't work right.
Okay, so tomorrow night when you guys see me, the comedy's gone. It's going to be straight lace from here forward. No more comedy. I'm going to show up tomorrow and I'm going to have a different suit on than I did on Christmas. I'm going to have the tie. The entire stream will be good evening and welcome to my live stream. I'd like to welcome in Greg. There's Alex. Hi, Alex.
You have to quit joking.
Today I can joke. Tomorrow I cannot joke. So I can joke today. I can joke about not joking tomorrow. And it's still okay because today I can joke. Tomorrow, no joke.
I don't get it.
Don't worry, Alex. Nobody did it. Nobody else did either. Including yours truly, the host. Comedy.
Oh,
Gotta love it. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it don't.
yeah,
No, my hearing is dwindling, but I still can hear out of both ears.
My dad's comedy never works on us. He always has to explain.
That's called dad humor. We're
He has a
authorized.
bad sense that he has a really bad, case of dry humor. Literally everything he says is dry humor, just about.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, at least he's got a sense of humor, correct? No, that's a serious question. I'm not saying that to be funny. At least he's got a sense of humor.
I suppose you're right, but sometimes I'd rather it be a wet sense of humor than a dry sense of humor.
I would like for my dad to have any kind of humor because my dad had no humor, that whatsoever. I mean, if he did, he kept it well hidden because of how he grew up. And there's nothing per se wrong with that, but And honestly, I probably at times go overboard with my humor, but I've always looked at everything in life through comedy and humorously. The only thing I haven't found humor in yet is death, because it's generally not funny. Even though it's a part of life, it's generally not funny. Now, having said
You
that,
know,
go ahead, Catherine.
you know who has the better approach to death? The Hindus, because they have, when somebody dies, they have like a freaking party. They they go berserk because one that died has left this life and is on the way to the better nirvana. Yes, so that's the better approach to death, I think, to have, if you know what I mean, because said enough. Anyway, the Western culture, they have a huge problem with death. Yes, I mean, my mother, she died too. Yes, but yes, I was sad, but somehow I was also happy because she no longer had to be in pain.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But I know it sounds strange, but it's really
Oh no,
to think,
no, not at all.
think like to think like it from a positive standpoint. You know, like at least she is no longer in pain or something like that. It really helped me a lot to deal with it. Because otherwise it would be double or triple as sad. Yes, it's hard enough anyway. Yes, but better to look from a positive standpoint. Yes, if you can get this far. Yes, even it's difficult.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So I'm going to check how long we've been streaming over here on YouTube real quick, and it looks like 1 hour and 37 minutes. So I try to keep the stream right around 2 hours. I find that to be, what was that noise? Wind must be picking up outside. I find that to be a pretty good round number. We will continue streaming, at least I hope we do, once I stop the stream. I don't think there's going to be a part 3.
You mean continue zooming?
Yeah, of course. There may be a part 3, Tony. I don't know yet. It depends. If I get egged on by the crowd, there might be a part 3. Yes, Alex.
Watch out, the egg is coming.
You said stop. The first said stop streaming. You said like stop streaming. We'll continue. We'll stop streaming and then continue streaming or something.
Yes, that's kind of what the plan is now. Yes. I mean, it's just I'm glad glad's not the right word, and I don't know what the right word is. I'm very thankful and grateful that you guys show up every night. I really am. I'm really thankful that Tony Wallow is 99.9% of the time the first one here, and I do not give him advance notice of it. I just really appreciate that. I'm really thankful that I can yammer on. I could rammer on for 4 or 5 hours, and people will come and go, but there are those that stick with it the entire time. Oh, looky there, Jim. Do I know what I'm doing? I seem confused. I'm going to answer that question like this.
Thought-provoking.
Do you ever talk to your family
pondering problem.
Do what, Alex?
Outside of Zoom.
You're away from your microphone just enough that it's like picking up every other word.
I said, do you ever talk to your family outside of Zoom about us in Zoom?
Oh, yeah, I talk to my family all the time outside of Zoom, and occasionally I will mention 1 or 2 people that I know in Zoom, and one of them wants to reach out to a couple of you, and I'm like, well, I got to run it by them, and I'll do that privately. I don't think the entire Zoom world needs to know that. And let me answer this. Yes, Jim, I am very confused, and no, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm hoping that 2022, though, I get this all figured out, and I can sit down and do a serious YouTube show. That's tomorrow night, by the way. And you don't have to answer this, but do any of you discuss the show or me or anything in here with outside people, your family, your friends, other YouTubers? If you don't, it's not going to bother me.
I do. I mentioned to my mom and dad earlier today while we was driving around, for the first time and getting out of the house for the first time, and
Sure.
since I've been sick, that your brother had been.
Yeah, and he's home. Hang on 1 second. Hold that thought. Jim, if you'd like to join us, I believe you still have the link. It was good from the last time. I know it's late, so if you don't, I understand. If you'd like to, cool. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the little bit of the poke of fun of the do I know what I'm seeing? Do I know what I'm confused? I don't know what I'm doing, or something like that. But yeah, I like that. Go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry.
But yes, I do mention.
Oh, that's fine.
I do talk about y'all to my.
There's no NDA here. There's no I mean, bothers me not. Now, if I get a disturbing phone call from someone that says, "This is Alex Cheek's mother. Please don't talk to my son anymore," I could be a little alarmed. But I don't think that's going to happen. And that was in humor.
No, I just like when Robert sent me those monitors in the mail. I wanted her to know that I've got somebody that I've been talking to sending me something, because I didn't want her to think that I ordered something.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I mean, I've honestly given some thought to how does your mom and dad take the fact that you talk to us every night, and we've tried to help you out with the monitors and whatnot, and if it's a problem or not. Maybe I should take and end this off. Let me end the stream here real quick. Where are we at? Hour 42. So Tony and Jim, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I got to remember I got the cameras in front of me now. One down here, one up there. There will probably not be a part 3 tonight, but there will be a stream tomorrow and a Zoom tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens from there. So Tony, thank you. Jim, thank you. Anyone else that may have showed up that I missed? Robert, thank you. I'm going to end the stream now as soon as I find the right button to push and end the stream.
In your right-hand corner.